Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are going to continue the quest that we started last time. We're back at Glorfindel, so I can turn in a couple of quests here.
How can I be of service?
The woods of Bruinen can be dangerous and frightening when the moon is hidden among the clouds, but your deeds this night have made the area more safe for unwary travelers. I thank you, friend. And it says I have to select a prize. I guess we're going to go with the shield because I can sell it for the most. And here's the other guy.
This is intolerable!
Arrows but no heart. Did I miss? I was beaten to the carcass by a creeping beast. It is the height of humiliation. I suppose we should be thankful that the fisherman and his wife were unharmed. So I guess we get all of that. Okay. Now, the only thing we have left is to go and overlook some heights. And discover the location of the Worm Mama. And since we don't have a quest for the trolls, we'll bypass them. Right, so we're looking for the place we need to look over to find, is it Sornamo? Yeah, Sornamo. And we also need to find the other one too, I believe. And so far I'm finding everything but the location I need to go to. I have found the High Moor. I have found Aragion. I found trolls, but I have not found the Guardian. And I did mention I can get easily turned around sometimes. This is a good place for which to look for Sornamo. In the distance, you see Sornamo crawling south along the Bruinen. And I also see a worm attacking me. But guess what? I've already defeated Sornamo. So all I had to do was look for her. Now, I just need to find the Papa, there he is, along with a whole bunch of other worms. And this is oh, now it says to defeat Sornamel. Even though I've already defeated Sornamel. It doesn't make sense. Oh, would you stop it? And I see they have taken off the time limit for finding Sornamel. Because I guess people complained. Okay. Oh. All these worms are going to be chasing me. But yeah, this area is a really good place to farm worms for the deed. Or, well, you know. Those worms, not the little crawler worms. Although the crawlers can be found there too. And worm are usually in there. Forgotten Monument. Either they've taken the worm out of there or somebody's been by and killed them already. Okay, so... Ooh. Ooh. That might not have been a good move. Yep, that wasn't a very good move. Oops. Okay, so where are we? That was a bigger step than I thought it was. Now, where are we? Oh, we're way far away. Where are we? We're at Bruinen. Well, while we're here... we do have a quest to talk to a dwarf here, so might as well. And then we'll just take a stable back up to Ecad Candela. Yeah, that's why you should never trust a step in the dark. And I knew better.
I am at your service.
Hello. Wethorn sent at your service and your family. Ah, you're a friend of Endor. He's a good man. A little too trusting in the dangerous times. He would do well to learn that lesson early. Wethorn takes a tremendous bite of the toad stew, and his face lights up. He takes a second bite and then a third before handing the bowl back to you.
I would be grateful for your
Most
assistance.
delicious. Endor has truly improved upon my original recipe. I cannot place the ingredient, but there is a whiskery sort of quality that makes the dish truly amazing. Return to him with my compliments. You might tell him as well to put less stock in the words of others. So, I guess he liked it. I mean,
May Gavanen,
that's...
may I help you?
Yeah, he liked it. Either that or he is a first-rate actor. Okay, we can get rid of that. We're gonna go ahead and clean our bags out while we have a moment. We'll hold on to that for now. Don't think I'm gonna use it, but you never know. We'll get rid of that. Make a little bit of extra coin, not much. Okay. Alright. Back up to Candela. I still can't believe I did that.
How can I be of service?
Oh well. Yep. Definitely a good lesson in why we shouldn't trust a step in the dark. The funny thing is, I would have been much more careful about that in Moria. Because I know there's plenty of steps in the dark there. Alright, let's go talk to the guy. And...
It's a sorry day.
You have returned. Describe to me the look on Wethorn's face when he bit into my improved toadstool. What? He liked it? That is odd. Do you think I stumbled upon some culinary secret? Maybe adding the crawler mandible and leg did something to the body of the stew. Maybe in combination with the toad parts, they worked some magic in the flavor. That could be quite the discovery. Endor excitedly scoops a big spoonful of improved toadstool and takes a tremendous bite. His grin quickly fades into a scowl. By my eye, he tricked me again. Wethorn, you scoundrel, this is even worse than the original stew. You know, maybe Wethorn has a point. I will try and be less trusting from now on. I will not hold it against you, and I am sure I can dig up something with which to reward you. No, don't look so panicked. I was not planning on giving you the toadstool. Alright, so... is this... Nah, would not make a good cosmetic. Okay. What's this? Vitality and combat morale. Wait, is that part of the Forest Walker set? No, I'm looking for vestments of the grove. Garb of the wood. Oh, yeah. The jacket is part of Garb of the Wood, so I can't even use that set. That figures. Well, it is the most worth the most coins, so I'll get it anyway. Now, back to what we were doing before I decided to slide off a cliff. And Sarnamil is... which way am I going to go? That way. Okay. Well, let's try to do this without sliding off any more cliffs, shall we? Oh, that's right. I was going to say, what's an NPC doing out there? Oh, no, that's not an NPC. That's just a deer. And we're not interested in attacking any more of those. So we're going to leave them be. I should grab the crawlers while I can, but... not in the mood for that either. Oh, okay. The trolls don't directly attack either. They don't attack unless you stick around. what do you want? Bert, Tom, and Bill.
Stay a moment.
Many years ago, my grandparents lived in a quiet village not far from here. It was a peaceful place, and they were very happy, but one day, 3 monstrous stone trolls came to the village and caused great destruction. My grandparents fled, and eventually my grandfather built the cottage here on the bank of the Bruinen. His son lived in the cottage with them, and I was later born here. I grew up and took a wife, and my parents left me the cottage when they passed on. Affinan and I have lived here ever since. I always wondered whatever happened to those 3 trolls, Bart, Tom, and Bill, they were called, and the name sends shivers down my spine even today. I'm sure they must have come to a bad end, being trolls, but if you could find where they ended up and learn the tale of their undoing, I'd be very glad to hear it. Okay. So he wants me to go look for 3 trolls. And I will not lie, I know exactly what he's talking about. Ah, there's Sarnamel. Oh, and look, we have a worm attacking us. Finally. Oh, hatchlings. I almost feel bad for killing y'all. You're just babies. But babies grow up into adults, and those adults aren't the ones we want to be hanging around. We're headed back up. To Cad Candela. Might as well. We have to cross here anyway, I believe. Where am I? Need to go that way. Okay, we have to go this way. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Passing through. And of course the hinds don't even threaten to attack because they're just deer. And the hearts will. An awful lot more hearts than you would expect to see in a herd. Oh, I'll take that. I also take a sip of my coffee. Alright. I don't think we're going to get nearly the stuff done I was hoping.
What can I do for
I
you?
am pleased at your return. I do not have much, but for the Slayer of Sarlug and Sarnamil, I will offer you what I may. Tal Bruinen is safer for your effort, and I am glad that is so. So we've got Vestments of the Grove, Garb of the Woods, and an axe. Wonder if this is... Nah, not really. So, if she did use medium armor... Oh, I had well, doesn't matter, all this stuff is getting sold. So there were some decent rewards. Not the best rewards, but they were decent enough. Which is always good to know. I'll go ahead and sell off a couple things.
May I help you?
And let's see, where are we headed next? We've got a couple of different things now. We have to talk to somebody up at High Moors. We have to talk to Glorfindel and Rivendell. We have to go find the mysterious Bert, Tom, and Bill. Or not so mysterious, depending if you've done this before. The finding it part sometimes it's a little difficult for me. It shouldn't be. They're not that hidden. But we'll go to Rivendell first.
What do you need?
So, because we do have to talk to somebody there. And it's somebody we're all familiar with if we've read well, if we've read Lord of the Rings or if we've read The Hobbit. We're going to go see Bilbo Baggins. And I'm pretty sure at this point that gives you a big, huge clue as to who Bert, Tom, and Bill are. And I could have taken that other stable. I totally forget that I exist. But it really does not take that long to get from the stables to the house. Woo. Okay. And this is the Spire of Meeting. It's a nice place. We'll go ahead and head into the last homely house. I'm thinking at this point I can probably swap out where is it? Will, fate, vitality. Vitality, resistance, tactical, physical. We'll go ahead with this one for now. And swap out the stone. The tortoise stone.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Bert, Tom, and Bill, you say? My goodness, yes, I know of them. And more than that, they invited me to dinner once. Well, I say invited, but that's not quite true. You might say invited myself, but hoping to pick a troll's purse is not as easy as you'd expect. And if caught in the act, you might very well be cooked. I was there with the dwarves, you see, and when I didn't come back from my little bit of burglary, the dwarves came to see what had happened. Soon enough, the trolls had bagged them all, and a debate had begun concerning how best to cook us and eat us. Well, Gandalf turned up, and he does when he's most needed. And sure enough, the trolls had spent so long bickering that they were quite turned into stone at sunup. So that's what happened. I've written it all down in my book. But to have lived it is as much different experience than to read about it. If you want to visit old Bert, Tom, and Bill, you'll find them in the wilderness of the Trollshaws off the road. So, yeah, Bert, Tom, and Bill are the trolls that bagged Bilbo and the dwarves, that Gandalf tricked into arguing among themselves until the sun came up, and they were all turned to stone. Okay, again, I don't need to see Lord Elrond. What am I doing? Here, Elrond. And here, H-I-R, is the elven masculine for Lord. Hero, H-I-R-I-L, is the feminine for lady. Alright, so while we're here, we might as well talk to Glorfindel and do this instance. And we are looking for a white lord, I believe. Laying to rest the evil dead. Glorfindel must not be defeated. I'm more worried about my butt than Glorfindel, sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and eat something. And Glorfindel is actually in armor. Because even Lord Glorfindel knows better. The time has come. If this Lord's spell power are truly causing of the evil in the Trollshaws, he must be dealt with. We cannot allow him to muster any more of the dead and bolster his strength. Ready yourself. None shall keep us from this task. We must hurry. I sent 8 warriors to scout out the altar where you encountered Gundrig, for it is likely that Ferndur himself has claimed us. Okay. Let us move swiftly. Long has it been since Ferndur last revealed himself, yet the disease that grips the Trollshaws can be the work of no other. Something is not right here. What has Ferndur done to you? Rest easy, my dear friend. A gaunt lord is not easily subdued. My warriors knew when they faced, and their training failed them still. Oh, that's not good. We must reach the altar before the sickness can spread any further. So he's hidden wights. Why did you send us to our deaths? You knew we stood no chance. His disease consumed us all. You could have saved us. Of course, these are just fell spirits speaking lies to discourage. Our foe expects us. This much is clear. Ferndur's vile influence has claimed too many of my people and sickened our lands. His disease must be purged from the Trollshaws. I see only his foul servants here, but the Gaunt Lord must be nearby. Let us advance with care. There's a Gaunt man. Ah. And there is Ferndur. I wondered how many more elves I would have to rot away before I drew you forth. Be silent, my people, and these lands shall not suffer your pestilence any longer. Your reign ends today. Nothing shall keep my blight from Middle-earth, not even you, firstborn. Not this day. Where I go, you shall not follow. To the north. Okay. It is as I feared. Ferndur has escaped. Let us return to Rivendell. So he's quite something if he can even best Glorfindel. I have faced the Nazgul before. They are terrible to behold.
What can I do for you?
Alas that Ferndur escaped. He is a dire foe and presents a threat to even the power of Rivendell. We will need to remain vigilant. Return to Master Elrond and let him know how we fared against the Gaunt Lord. Oh, you mean I get to tell him that several elves have died horribly at the hand of Ferndur? Thanks, Glorfindel. I love to be the bearer of good news. Very pretty. That would be a nice walkway in real life. Nice wrought iron.
Dark days are coming.
Lord Glorfindel's correct. Ferndir's escape means the elves of Rivendell must remain vigilant. With such great evil loose in the world, Rivendell's security becomes of much greater import. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid. For a time at least, Ferndur has been hindered. And I think...
Will you lend me your aid once more?
The only thing left is for Angmar. And if we weren't headed to, our goal wasn't to go to Moria, we would go to Angmar. It is a very interesting place. So at some point we will hit it, although granted, we're going to be high level for it. I don't know, perhaps we'll pull Fistula out of retirement and give her a chance to shine. And instead of doing the path this way, we'll do the Angmar path instead with her. Could be fun. That's not the new stable master. Now what do we have? We still have quite a bit of stuff. That's Ebendum. Stone Trolls in the North Shaws. Hillmen in the South. Wovenvels. Where? Oh, I almost totally forgot about that. Hold on. We gotta go back into the last homely house. Because, excuse me. Because we have to deliver some pipeweed. And I almost forgot that was a thing. Already in use. Oh, where'd this lag come from? And, well, who likes pipeweed better than a couple hobbits?
Oh, good day.
You found this pipeweed in a barrel by the side of the road. How strange and how lucky. My pouch is just about empty. I thank you for this, friend. I wouldn't worry too much about the mystery, though. The smoky of pipeweed must be catching on in all circles, not just those of hobbits or wizards, and why not? Take this with my thanks. So we can choose between Shire Sweetleaf, Summer Greenweed, or Wizard's Fire. And I don't know why, but okay. And we get 10 pouches Old Toby, too. So let's see what happens when we smoke this one. Ah, a little bird came out from the middle of the smoke ring and flew off. Some of them are quite cute. What happens when we smoke the Old Toby? You know, I don't think I've ever checked. I don't think anything special happens, but we'll find out. Oh, it does a little heart. That's cute. And I do believe this is supposed to be a depiction of Celebrian, Elrond's wife. Very pretty. Now that we've turned that in, what do we have? Still have quite a bit down from the mountain. So that's the high moor. I think we have just enough time to probably do that. And I think, unless they've changed it, that is going to require me heading over to the stables.
Negovanen.
No, but we haven't been to the High Moor Scout Camp. So, what we're going to do is take the slow ride to Thorinhead. And while she's riding, she'll go past that one. A lot of trouble for a little stable location, huh? Oh well. So, we have... Still have some stuff in... That goes to Bree. That is North Trollshaws, South Trollshaws. Wovenville's is technically South Trollshaws, I think. No, it's North Trollshaws. So we have a couple in North Trollshaws, one in South Trollshaws, and we have to find Bert, Tom, and Bill, which I'd prefer to do during the day. One to go head out to Evendom, which I'll do off screen. We're just going to go talk to that elf that we talked to at the Gordane camp. And that's it, because we've already done all her stuff. And this one we're getting ready to do, which is why we're taking this slow ride up to Highmoor, which is actually faster than I could get there on my own. So, I don't know. Is it really slow when it's faster? Boy, that was a tongue twister. So, we still have the Giant Valley stuff, which we might do while we're in the High Moors. Oh, I hadn't seen that elite in a while. Okay, that's not it. But that is where the summoning horn is. And oh, did she got stuck on the landscape. When they change the landscape around here, they sometimes forget to change the stable horse pathing. And occasionally that causes some hiccups. Here. Alright. Now we have the stable. Okay. And which one of this is Ringle?
Silently now.
Welcome, traveler.
Darkness
You found the brooch
approaches.
and the footprint of a giant. I did indeed lose it in Bruinen, but I saw no giant footprint there. The giants do not usually travel from the mountains that far south. Bruinen has been clear of them for as long as I can remember. If there is a giant wandering these lands, I would like to know what it sought. You speak with Arafel, a better sort of giant, if you will, at his home upon the slopes of Amon-Nindir. The hill lies to the south of the High Moor. He may know something of this giant's wanderings. And of course, these are all the repeatables that we don't need to do. And actually, this quest takes us into the High Moor. Or not the High Moor, Giant Valley. Well, that's handy. A lot of crisscrossing quest. Okay, let's go back this way. Yeah, follow me. I don't care. Oh, hush, kitty. I remember this used to be a scary ride. Well, you know, when you're under level, it's a pretty scary ride. The badger's fussing at me. this the way? I'm not really sure because it's so hard to tell anymore. That map is about useless. Where am I? Might help if I didn't get stuck on stuff. Okay, where? This is another one of those things probably better done in the dark, in the light than the dark. Oh, come on. Okay, so there we go. Oh, really? Of all the things to knock me off my horse, it's a bat. Oh, you're just a regular fin binder. Okay. And no, we don't want to... Yes, we previously completed it. Which means we don't feel like doing it again. It serves us no benefit. And actually, while we're up here, I just remembered something very important. Oh, and here's our giant friend that we need to talk to. While we're up here... Where is it? Really? Alright. Yeah. So we actually do need to be in Giant Valley anyway for the epic. Well, that's pretty handy. Let's talk to this giant real quick.
Do you come with peaceful words?
The little elf Ringhole sends you to me. He is a friend, so I will not step on you, methinks. A giant lands to the south. I do not think so. If he is still there, you would know. Maybe this giant failed to catch a boulder and had to come out of the mountain to find it. It is strange, but there are many giants now who do strange things.
If you have come to help, you are welcome here.
In truth, little high elf, Ringle was good to send you to me. I am sore pressed by my distant kin. I should not hide the truth from you. My kin have begun to come down from the mountains, bringing with them strain, anger and war. I am beset, for their deeds are evil, and I refuse to join them. Will you help me? Perhaps then I may be of greater service to you. And I believe the next step is going to be defending him from some attacks, which we'll do next time. We'll go ahead and come back here. That way we can be safe from any aggro when we log back in. And until then, bye for now.